Good evening, world. Welcome to Global News Digest. I'm your host, bringing you today's most important global headlines. Today is December 28, 2025, and we have comprehensive coverage of international news from around the world. From breaking political developments to major business updates, technology breakthroughs, and cultural highlights, we'll take you across continents in the next several minutes. We'll be covering major stories from North America, Europe, Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and South America. We'll also bring you the latest in business, technology, and global affairs. Our team has gathered the most significant news stories from trusted international sources to keep you informed about what's happening around the world. Let's begin with today's top stories. In global news, Story 1. Polls open for military-ruled Myanmar's first election in 5 years. Voters in Myanmar are participating in the first phase of the country's general election, held under military rule amid a civil war. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 2. Part of Antarctica's ice sheet collapsed 9,000 years ago under similar climate conditions as today. Earth.com. New research shows that warm ocean currents triggered a rapid collapse of part of East Antarctica's ice sheet 9,000 years ago, offering clues about future sea level rise. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 3. UN's Amina Mohammed. Why women pay the highest price in war. From Sudan to Gaza, impunity for violence against women is fueling conflict worldwide, the UN's deputy chief warns. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 4. Brigitte Bardot, the blonde bombshell who revolutionized cinema in the 1950s. The cocktail of kittenish charm and continental sensuality who swept away the cinematic cobwebs of the 1950s. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 5. Polls close on first day of Myanmar's widely criticized sham election. Observers say the vote, accompanied by a renewed crackdown on dissent, is meant to entrench the junta's power. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Now to Europe. Story 1. Week in pictures. From Gaza rains, France farmers' protests to Myanmar vote. A global roundup of some of last week's events. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 2. Brigitte Bardot, French film icon turned far-right provocateur, dies at 91. Actor reshaped French cinema before retreating from global fame into animal rights activism and far-right politics. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 3. Andy Willman. Michael Schumacher admitted he knew it wasn't right after Jacques Villeneuve crash. The former Top Gear producer says Schumacher acknowledged crossing the line in the 1997 title decider. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Turning to North America. Story 1. Jake Paul and Jutta Lerdom combined net worth in 2025. Inside their boxing earnings, Olympic career, love story, and business deals. International sports news. Jake Paul and Jutta Lerdom are one of the most talked about sports couples right now. Fans follow their careers, their money, and their relationship. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 2. Wayno's Buddy Awards for 2025. For 2025, I've gone a step further than previous years and broken body into 2 categories: Bike on-road of the year and off-road of the year. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 3. Global hotel groups bet on customer loyalty to beat online and AI agents. Financial Times. Companies including Marriott and Hilton push to improve perks and get more direct bookings. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 4. Switch Online's missions and rewards brings back previous 2025 icons. Nintendo Life. Get them while you can. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. Story 5. Zelensky says Russia doesn't want peace. Ahead of Florida meeting with Trump, the pair are expected to discuss territorial concessions and security guarantees during the negotiations. Let's continue with more details on this developing story. In technology news. Story 1. This is the GPU I'm most excited for in 2026, and it's not by AMD or Nvidia. Every year, the GPU market seems to follow a familiar script. Nvidia continues to set the pace at the high end. AMD responds where it can, and the loudest headlines are dominated by flagship performance. For most buyers, that still means choosing between the same 2 companies, even as the balance. This is a significant development in this field. Story 2. Cellular synthetic sapphire smartwatches. Xiaomi Watch 5, The Xiaomi Watch 5 smartwatch is the latest wearable from the brand for the Chinese market that's engineered with an advanced level of connectivity. This is a significant development in this field. Story 3. Wino's Buddy Awards for 2025. For 2025, I've gone a step further than previous years and broken body into 2 categories: Bike on Road of the Year and Off-Road of the Year. This is a significant development in this field. Story 4. Switch Online's Missions and Rewards brings back previous 2025 icons. Nintendo Life. Get them while you can. This is a significant development in this field. Story 5. Tecno Pova Curve 2 specs and render surface. It will pack an 8000 mAh battery. Tecno unveiled the Pova Curve in May, and we expected its successor to arrive during the same period next year. But this is a significant development in this field. In business news today. Story 1. Global hotel groups bet on customer loyalty to beat online and AI agents. Financial Times. Companies including Marriott and Hilton push to improve perks and get more direct bookings. This is a significant development in this field. Story 2. The Brain Song. What adults searching for memory and focus support should know before purchasing. Comprehensive analysis examines the 40 Hz gamma wave audio program, its neuroscience research foundation, and how it compares to supplements, brain training apps, and other cognitive wellness approaches. This is a significant development in this field. Story 3. Best compression socks. New consumer analysis examines coppers and as nurses, office workers, and travelers evaluate graduated compression options. Zoom Wellness Coppers and enters consumer consideration as independent analysis examines 1520 mmHg graduated compression, copper-infused fabric technology, and extended wear comfort. This is a significant development in this field. Story 4. Gull. NPD merger should bring fuel prices down. AA. The Automobile Association believes a proposed merger between 2 fuel companies should drive down pump prices. This is a significant development in this field. Story 5. What adults searching for memory and focus. Analysis examines the Brain Song gamma wave audio program, its neuroscience research context, and how it compares to cognitive wellness alternatives. This is a significant development in this field. That wraps up today's Global News Digest. Thank you for joining us for this comprehensive global news update. We've covered major developments from around the world, including breaking news, business updates, technological advances, and important global affairs. Our goal is to keep you informed about the events that shape our world. From all of us here at Global News Digest, we'll be back tomorrow with more comprehensive coverage of world events. We'll continue to bring you the most important stories from trusted international sources, helping you stay connected to global developments. Until then, stay informed, stay connected, and remember, tomorrow's global headlines. Today, don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of international news. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.